Right now, no justice, no peace. Protesters chant as demonstrations turn violent across the nation. Organizers demand arrests and convictions in the death of George Floyd. Protests breaking out in Minnesota, where Floyd died, in California, the White House, and even here in Las Vegas. All of the protests started by this video showing a police officer kneeling on the neck of George Floyd. For 8 minutes here, you can hear Floyd pleading with the officer, telling him that he could not breathe. And since then, protests haven't let up across the country. 13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey is live right now on the Strip, keeping an eye on the developments there and taking a look ahead at more protests planned today. Sean?
Yeah, Nina, we just took a drive from the north end of the Strip all the way south to where we are right now, and it is a much different picture than what we saw yesterday. While there is still a police presence on the Strip, a lot of the protesters have decided to call it a day and take a break, at least for now. But today really could be another long one for both police and protesters. Yesterday, protesters clashed with police for hours. Between 30 and 40 people were arrested, and police say that 2 of their officers were injured in the day-long scuffle. Many protesters were out and angry over what they consider long-standing injustices in the United States. They yelled, waved signs, some sprayed graffiti on police cars and property. Police played a delicate balancing act, trying to avoid the crowd exploding into a full-scale riot like we've seen around the country, while still allowing the protesters to stage their demonstration.
We are very proactive in resolving any kinds of issues that we create within our agency. We cannot control what happens in other agencies across the United States, but ultimately we put our community first, and we are essentially serving both the protesters and those that we're trying to protect on the boulevard, who have their stores and businesses to run as well.
Now, police will have to mark that balance again today. Protests are already planned for later on this evening. At least one on Facebook has 300 people listed as attending and another 500 interested. That one is scheduled for 7 this evening, but there's a good chance that there will be protesters on the Strip and downtown throughout the day, much like we saw yesterday. There's really no way of telling how long this unrest is going to last, how many days that we will be out here covering the anger that is still boiling over right now, but we will be here to bring you the latest as it develops, no matter how long it lasts. Sean Delancey, 13 Action News.